So good morning, everyone. So we're on day 6 of 9 on our 4th annual empowerment retreat, and we're having such a great time. And each morning, a few of our community members have been getting up early at 7:15 and meditating and repeating this in the evening. And I'm certainly going to miss this process, and I'm sure that we will actually continue it in the future. But today I'm really excited to be introducing Rita Devi Mitra, who will be talking about the qualities of belonging. And she's also a trainee mindfulness teacher. And she lives in Hertfordshire, right outside of London. And really excited. Welcome, Rita.
Thank you, William. Namaste, everybody. So lovely to see you all, and it's real honor and pleasure to be here. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't led in a public group before and in this community, but I'm really looking forward to sharing a practice with you today. So this is, as William said, day 6 of our annual retreat on the subject of the quest for true belonging. I thought I'd just say a little bit about me because some of you maybe don't know me, and I think I've been a member of MNPC for about 1.5 years now, I think, William. My ethnic and cultural roots are Indian. I was born in India and I lived in Kenya until I was about 4, and then my family moved here to the UK. I've lived for long periods in the Caribbean, mainly in Jamaica. I'm also a Jamaican citizen. And I've lived for periods in India. I'm an ordained interfaith minister and a spiritual counselor and coach. And I also officiate and I'm a celebrant at sacred ceremonies, and I help people with various rites of passage, people of all faiths, spiritual paths, and none. And I support people across the bridge of fear through love and faith. My personal spiritual path is the path of holy or divine love. I believe that our main purpose here in this earthly body is to remember who we truly are, that we've forgotten what we've forgotten, to remember our divine innocence, our divine inheritance. So this brings us to the theme that I wanted to focus on today, which is the theme for today's practice, belonging to ourselves. Brene Brown, who some of you may know, is an American research professor, a lecturer, an author, and a podcast host. And Brene is known in particular for her research on shame, vulnerability, and leadership. And in her latest book on emotions, called Atlas of the Heart, she says this. She says, true belonging doesn't require you to change who you are. It requires you to be who you are. Let me just say that again. True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are. It requires you to be who you are. In a recent interview with Viola Davis, the American actress, the recipient of various awards, the Academy Award, the Primetime Emmy Award, and 2 Tony Awards, and the only African-American to achieve the Triple Crown of acting, Brene, in her interview with Viola, asked her if true belonging took the shape of a practice for her, what that looked like. And this is what Viola said. She said, yes, today I live by a few simple rules. 1, I'm doing the best I can. 2, I will allow myself to be seen. 3, I apply the advice my acting coach gave me to all aspects of my life. Go further, don't be afraid, put it all out there, and don't leave anything on the floor. 4, I will not be a mystery to my daughter. She will know me and I will share my stories with her. the stories of failure, shame, and accomplishment, she will know that she's not alone in that wilderness. And 5, this is who I am. This is where I'm from. This is my mess. This is what it means to belong to myself. I found that really powerful, Viola's words and Brene's. I too believe that we must first learn to find a deep connection and belonging to ourselves. And I hope this mindful visualization, along with some poetry sharing at the end, will offer you a small space of peaceful reflection and a remembrance to your day. Feel free to turn off your video if that feels right for you. But you're welcome to leave it on too. The foundation for well-being in this life rests in the true sense of belonging. I think that deep down, we're all yearning for belonging, a feeling of deep connection, safety, and acceptance. From a mindfulness perspective, belonging is always here and always available when we can be fully in this present moment, connected to this earth, to this living body, to this breath, to this heart. Then we're deeply connected to this source of life in every moment. We have been so conditioned to believe in this delusion of separateness. So let us use this practice today to support and nurture our sense of connection and deep belonging to ourselves. Do you know what it's like to truly belong, just as you are? So I invite you to join me and let's nurture a sense of belonging as a felt experience, beginning with where we already are. The body is already here. It is an expression of the natural world. So let's take a moment to settle into a comfortable, stable, present, relaxed and supported posture as close to the earth as possible. This could be on the floor, but if it's not right for you for any reason, just find a posture that works for you. See if you can find a posture that feels very grounded and connected. So if you're sitting, try and have your feet connected to the earth. Or if you're laying down on the floor, feel the whole bottom half of the body connected, resting and supported by the earth. Just do whatever feels best for you. To connect to this body, to really feel this body, you could, if you choose, put one or both hands anywhere on the body. I invite you to sit or lie back and rest and discover the truth of belonging. Allow the body to bring you home, naturally, without any effort. See if you can simply begin to feel alive and connected to this body. Allow all other experiences, such as the chatter and the stories of the mind, to very gently move into the background. This is not the main focus right now. Let's lean into this practice of belonging to feel more and to think a bit less. Let your body gently move into the foreground and simply feel what feels alive in this body right now. Feel into the warmth of the body. Can you feel your warm, beating heart? You may like to place one or both hands directly on the chest and to literally hold this precious heart. And as you do, you can feel into the goodness of this heart that brought you here, that wants the very best for you, that knows that you belong right now without any doubt. You may want to offer a phrase to yourself as you set an intention. May I know that I am deeply connected and part of life, right now and in every moment. In order to deepen the experience of true belonging as a felt sense in this moment, let's come to our senses. Let's take a moment to rest in our sense of simply hearing. Allow our awareness to gently rest at the opening of the ears. And sit back for a moment and simply listen with the whole body, like a piece of music. Simply receiving sound and becoming one with that flow of sound. There's nothing you have to do to make this happen. Just sound, always flowing as sensations. And let it bring you into a flow of connection all around. Also rest in moments of stillness, of silence, becoming one with that stillness. Now, if you choose, you can allow the awareness to shift from the flow of sound to the experience of touch. Allow the awareness to spread into the skin, the organ covering the entire body. Perhaps acknowledging that in every moment we are being touched. Feeling into those areas of the skin that are covered by clothing, of those sensations against the skin, bringing us into direct connection with softness, warmth, protection, Perhaps also opening to the sense of the areas of the skin that are exposed. Maybe feeling the gentle caress of the air, the temperature of the room, feeling the warmth or the coolness. Feeling areas of the skin, such as the hands, that are maybe touching other parts of the body. Just experience that sensation of touch. To continue to deepen this experience of belonging, drop down into the base of the body. Gently and naturally, feeling how the body is in this moment, cradled and held completely by the earth. Feel into the earth's presence and how it's supporting you, holding you right now. Just surrender to gravity's embrace and allow yourself to be completely held. Let it break the spell of separation and come into union with the truth of belonging with this earth. Allow the awareness to rest and remain anchored in this body as this body rests on the earth. Just know in this moment you are home, always belonging, just as you really are. Become aware also of the truth that we are all resting on this earth together, no matter where we are from, in spite of any perceived differences. We are all in this moment, resting and supported by this earth together. And for the final stage of this practice, see if it's helpful to simply receive the flow of the breath. And once again, to rest in its flow. On days that you feel blessed, and also on days that are challenging, the breath is always here, just like the earth, always belonging. Your breath is always flowing without any effort on your part. Just sit back and receive this breath of life. Let it nourish and support you. Allow it to nurture you into belonging, caressing and bathing the body with every breath. Let it bring you home. And as you breathe in belonging. Let it flow throughout your whole being, rich and nourishing. And as you breathe out, allow the breath to deeply connect you to all that is around you, connecting us to all the plants and animals in the natural world as well. Continue to gently breathe in belonging, like nourishment, like food, like nectar. And notice how it feels to rest in deep connection with every breath. And whenever the mind wanders away from this truth, just let this next breath bring you back into the flow of true belonging. And in these last few moments, take time to feel what this experience was really like for you. Did you feel moments of true natural belonging? As natural as this breath, as natural as the earth beneath us, as natural as our senses, and as natural as our beating heart. And I'm going to end now by reading a beautiful poem by one of my favorite poets, Rumi, a 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic. And this is a translation by Coleman Barks. And it's called, I Belong to the Beloved. So Rumi says, not Christian or Jew or Muslim, not Hindu, Buddhist, Sufi or Zen, not any religion or cultural system. I'm not from the East or the West, not out of the ocean or up from the ground, not natural or ethereal, not composed of elements at all. I do not exist, am not an entity in this world or the next, did not descend from Adam or Eve or any origin story. My place is placeless, a trace of the traceless, neither body or soul. I belong to the beloved. I've seen the two worlds as one, and that one call to know. First, last, outer, inner, only that breath, breathing human being. As we come to the end of the practice, I will ring my prayer bowl 3 times. Allow the sound of the bowl to be a part of the experience. Allow the sound of the bowl to continue to support this experience of connection, of belonging to ourselves. Feel free to stretch and move the body as you wish. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes without losing touch with the truth of your body, of life itself, of which you're always a part of. Thank you, everybody, for sharing this beautiful practice with me. And if there's anything anybody would like to share, please feel free to do so. Just mute yourself, or if you want to write something in the chat. You don't have to, but if you choose to.
I want to share something, and that is you are a wizard. Honestly, when you said that this was your first time in this kind of space doing this, you are just wonderful. Please keep doing it, please.
Thank you, Beverly. Kind of you. How was that for you? How was that practice?
Calming for me. It's really nice. Thank you.
Great.